We back. I'm finna watch the mapping of the Charlie Kirk assassination. Let's see what's cracking. Let's get it.
On Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk speaks at an event in Orem, Utah.
Coffee.
It is at the Sorensen Center courtyard on the campus of Utah Valley University. The event, part of his American Comeback Tour, features his signature Prove Me Wrong debate format. Kirk is positioned at a table beneath a large tent. Students come up and have a chance to ask him a question and debate with him. Approximately 20 minutes into his presentation, an audience member identified as a student questions him about mass shootings.
Do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Kirk asks a question, but then it gets interrupted.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Oh my God. Cody, go, run. Oh.
When Charlie is 18 years old, he speaks at a college.
I never peeped this because I seen the videos of him getting shot before, but in that moment just now, I just realized how far away that bullet sounds. That bullet sounds far as hell, bro.
He just seems like any other young American conservative. But at that college, he catches someone's eye. Will Montgomery sees that Charlie gets attention. While other conservative speakers are boring, young people listen to Charlie Kirk. A month later, in September 2012, he and the 18-year-old launched Turning Point USA.
What Turning Point USA stands for, what we're trying to do is we're going into the high schools and the colleges to challenge these textbooks that publish flat out falsehoods and fallacies.
It's a nonprofit organization established to promote conservative values, specifically among young Americans through high school and college campuses.
I'm only 19 years old. I'm fighting this fight every single day. I get to go to college campuses, high schools. I debate professors. I debate socialists.
It's not an immediate success, but Turning Point steadily grows into something larger than Charlie.
We'll probably recruit 4,000 to 5,000 new students, collect their data. It's a high energy conference for us. It's a way to reward our best members that have been.
They organize speeches with ever bigger conservative American thinkers. The young Charlie Kirk quickly becomes a fixture of the American political conservative landscape.
I started an organization, Turning Point USA, 2.5 years ago, around 2 key values: free markets and limited government.
In 2016, he speaks at the Republican National Convention. When Trump secures the Republican nomination, he and Turning Point embrace the MAGA movement. Charlie Kirk gets a direct line to the president. At the same time, he begins using modern media outlets as a way to spread his political message. But they're also a means for generating content that gets attention. He gets millions of views, in large part fueled by debates on college campuses. In 2018 comes Campus Clash, a college tour with Candace Owens. In 2024, the year...
Bro, I really fuck with Candace Owens, bro. I don't care what nobody says. I really fuck with Candace Owens. Like, heavy. She is solid, bro. I don't know, everything about her, but from the stuff I see her saying in these clips, she's solid as fuck. So, respect to her. Now, I don't know if there's any, hidden agenda or nothing like that, because I ain't in that. But from what I see online of her talking, she seems solid as hell.
Being Brainwashed Tour, a college tour with former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. On September 10th, 2025, Kirk initiates the American Comeback Tour, a series of events for college students across the United States. The format includes his classic Prove Me Wrong table sessions, where he invites attendees to debate his political and cultural viewpoints in a public setting. The event at Utah Valley University is designated as the first stop on this tour.
Damn, so that was the first stop on his tour, bro. That shit is wild. That is wild. Just like I said about Candace Owens, I ain't know too much about Charlie Kirk either. But from the stuff I saw, he was cool. I mean, he was a cool dude. He seemed like a good guy. Again, I don't know too much about him, but one thing I do know is nobody especially if you know him like him and stuff, you're gonna be on all these videos, and this is gonna circulate for a long time, and then his wife and his kid or kids, you know, I know he had a kid. I don't know if he has more than one kid, but in the future, you know, when the kids grow up or the kid grows up, you know, this video is still gonna be there, and these kids going, you know, in school. Kids in school are mean. Like, you know, they're gonna be like, hey, look at this video of your dad getting shot. You know, so I don't think anybody in the world deserves that, but that shit is wild. First stop on the tour. That shit is wild. And it's wild what them kids finna have to deal with in school and shit like that. But hey, put them in boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Eyewitness accounts describe hearing a loud bang.
Go down and see the. Get closer. Are they like restricting you guys up here or what?
Nah, it's too crowded.
It's just there's just so much.
Before we had a flag and we had it, so it was positioned above the tent, so it would be in the camera. They just moved.
What was that? Oh my God! He just got shot! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Let's go back and listen to that again. Let's just see how far that sounded like.
And so it would be in the camera. They just moved.
I don't know. I don't know, man. That was loud, but
We had a flag and we had it, so it was positioned above the tent, so it would be in the camera. They just moved.
I don't know. That was loud, but I don't think that was 200 yards away loud. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going.
He just got shot! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Immediately following the sound, Charlie Kirk's head jerks backwards. A significant volume of blood gushes from his neck. Although an autopsy is yet to be released, speculations state he is hit partially in his jugular and spine.
Yeah, hit the spine.
Phone footage shows that
He said speculation states. I don't think it hit his spine because it's all the way over here. That don't even sound right unless it came in like and went, you know, sideways towards the spine. But I don't know. It didn't seem like it was coming
audience
in that
members
way.
react to the noise instinctively, collectively looking to the right and then crouching down. People scatter in multiple directions. His security personnel and multiple police officers cover him and try to bring him away to surrounding vehicles as soon as possible. Through phone recordings
boy got
later
the
released on
stick out.
Twitter, a figure is identified on the roof of the Losey Center.
You see, weird thing about this video is usually after stuff like this happen, I will be like on Instagram, you know, I might see some shit or whatever, and I it's always some bullshit what you, not always, but a lot of the time it's some bullshit what you see. And so you just keep scrolling. But like when this happened, like I'm talking like 30, 45 minutes after it happened, one of my friends called me and he's like, hey bro, you know, this just happened, da, 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 da. So I go and I start looking at videos of what happened. And you can, like one of the first videos I saw was bro on the roof. And I didn't think nothing of it because I was like, ah, shit, you know, it is what it is. I mean, that I always see some bullshit like this after stuff like this happens. But I thought it was just some bullshit. But this is the exact video I saw, and that was bro who was on the roof who took that shot, which is wild. Wild. If it was even him.
Just saying. He just ran from over, where's my finger? Well, from over there, ran in. And now he's right there. Just saying.
A building located
saying.
approximately 200 yards or 180 meters from Kirk's position. It seems the shooter is lying in a prone position, shooting down with a clear view of his target. This individual is observed both prior to and following the shot, and is seen retreating from the rooftop. Based on these videos, the shooter is placed at a more accurate guesstimation of 100 to 120 meters.
Bro don't even look like he running. Bro just got up and walked off. He took the shot in front of all them people, got up and walked off. Wild as fuck.
Is sitting. Presumably, the shooter escapes over the roof of the building after taking the shot. Charlie Kirk is carried to a police vehicle parked just behind the tent where he is speaking from. He's then transported to the local Timpanogos Regional Hospital. Initial reports indicate his condition is critical. Utah Valley University spokeswoman Ellen Trainor states that a suspect is in custody and it's not a student.
Dare you! How dare you! How dare you! How dare you! How dare you!
Political figures begin to issue statements. President Donald Trump posts on Truth Social, calling for prayers for Charlie Kirk. Vice President J.D. Vance also expresses calls for prayer. Utah Governor Spencer Cox condemns the violence, as does California Governor Gavin Newsom and many other prominent political figures. At 2:26 MDT, FBI Director Kash Patel also announces on social media that a suspect in the shooting is in custody.
Now, we have a person of interest in custody.
But only a couple of hours later, all statements are retracted. Cox clarifies that George Zinn, the individual initially detained, is not the assassin, but has been charged with obstruction of justice. A second suspect is...
I'm not gonna say how I feel about that whole scenario. I'm not gonna say anything. But if you know, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel if you know, you feel some type of way about that too. But that's all I'm gonna say for now.
Also arrested, but later released. As of right now, the authorities state their investigation continues. At around 2:40 MDT, Charlie Kirk's death is finally confirmed. President Donald Trump announces it on Truth Social. He is survived by his wife, daughter, and son.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah.
The cause of death is confirmed as a gunshot wound to the neck. No further suspects have been taken into custody as of September 11th at the time of this upload. President Trump orders all American flags to be lowered to half-staff across the country until Sunday evening as a mark of respect. We are reminded again of how real the present danger of political shootings is in the United States.
It's a tragic day for our nation. I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination.
For us, on the outside, looking in from Europe, it's a brutal reminder of how politically heated things are in the country across the ocean. This video wasn't a walk in the park. It took us less than a day after the shooting happened to get a full 3D video production in motion, and we rendered more than 50,000 frames to be able to do it. The only reason we could was because of our render farm, which lets us render Blender animations faster and more affordably than...
Yeah, that's the end of the video, gang. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, nah. Yeah, that's the end of the video, gang. I might use that. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a terrible way for stuff to go down, for him to end up, you know, in that scenario, which is obvious. But, you know, that being on TV, you know, on live, on YouTube, on everything, you know, his kids, they're gonna grow up and watch this video, and people in school gonna talk about it, and they're gonna have a hard time. Put them in fucking boxing. The mom, you know, or the wife of Charlie, I'm sure having a hard time. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. It's crazy how shit be going down. Nowadays, it just seems like everything, you know, ends up being some shit like this or some mass shooting or something. There's too much going on, man. But yeah, I rip him, and I'm forward to telling the next one.